Hi, and welcome back to the T on Realty. I'm your host, Rachel Jackson, a broker associate with Exit Real Estate Gallery. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in to this week's podcast. I hope everyone had a wonderful week last week since our last episode. So I just want to get right into the tea. So today I'm going to be talking about the things that people do and say in real estate, not to mention the things that some realtors are thinking but will not say out loud when it pertains to real estate. Most of us know there is so many things that can happen, and when it comes to real estate, I know that it's just a lot with dealing with the time frames. It's a lot dealing with people who you're working with, who you're dealing with, who you're in contact with. So a lot of things that we do are said, and we're always like, I can't believe that was said. I can't believe that was said. So this episode is just talking about just that, things that are said in real estate that you would be surprised that it's actually said. So let's get started. So the first thing is, a customer, a buyer, calls about a property, and they say, hi, I'm calling about 123 Prospect Lane. I see there's a sign that's for sale. Okay, I'm the realtor. I'm like, yes. Which one? The Gray House. I'm like, I'm sorry. Could you be a little bit more specific? I have several homes for sale that are in that area, and they are great home intent. So what street is it on? The customers, talking to everybody in the car. What street is this? Where do we turn on? Or, what street was that we saw the other house on? So it's just like, us as a realtor, we thinking to ourselves like, I'm pretty sure you saw several houses, on several streets, but we wait patiently, on the phone for them to give us the clue that would give us information on which property that you guys are actually talking about. So, the customer gives us the name of the street or some random house number. They're hoping you say it's the right one so they don't have to do any further work. But, the customer calls you about their home. They see it for sale. Then they want to ask you, are you interested in buying it? They say, no, I just saw a for sale sign out there in front of, the house, and I wanted to know if it was for rent. My goodness, did the sign say for rent or for sale? So that was another scenario that we run into as realtors. Another scenario is a seller who, after giving them every possible price for a CMA, because we do CMAs as broker associates, we are allowed to do those, and we giving them a pre-listing appraisal done, and they still want to list their house $30,000 over what the appraisal and the CMA suggested. Like, what the heck? All right. It happens. I'm just saying this because I'm giving you the tea on real estate. I'm telling you what we're going out here in this real estate world. So another thing that happens out here in the real estate world is a customer who you tell in the beginning that the seller has noted that they will absolutely not make any repairs, and they still want him to fix the broken light shade. Really? Then you shocked when the seller says, no, this is as is. I told you. I want to say a lot more things about that, but I keep that to myself. Of course, I've got to ask for my customers because they do want to know. No matter how stupid the question may seem, I always tell people, if you want to know, if you don't ask, you won't know. So just ask it anyways. But, when something is in writing and we as the realtor see it in writing, 9 times out of 10, we've already told you what they said, but you kind of just want us to go back and ask, and maybe the person will change their mind, because maybe the person might change their mind. They might take away that big capital letters that says as is just for you and say we're going to fix everything you want us to fix. Maybe. But we go back and we make ourselves look, silly, and we see the notes and we still request a repair for you, the customers. We do that for you. So next is, a seller who says he'll do the repairs, then gets his unlicensed handyman to do the work. Then is shocked when you say no, that's not gonna fly. They be stunned, like, what do you mean? I got Johnny to do that. Does Johnny have a license to do that? Is that Johnny's certified training to do that? That means nothing because Johnny did that. Especially if it's something that has to do with needing a permit to do. No, Johnny. Can't do it. So here's another one where we come into as realtors with buyers and sellers. A seller who knows, oh my God, this is horrible. There are horrible people out here like this. That's why you need a realtor to try to help you get through this. There are that, they have some sellers. They know that there are some home defects and intentionally keeps it from everybody because they're a horrible person. I'm just being real. They're a horrible person. They know that there's a big old hole in the wall back there and they put a mirror over it. I mean, I've experienced that before. I went into a house and they wanted to change out the mirror that was on the wall in the bathroom. And I'll be doggone if we did not open up, they didn't take that mirror down off the wall and there was a big freaking hole in the wall. Like, what the heck? There was a hole there. Like, the mirror used to be one of those cabinet type mirrors in the bathroom. And the owner was just too lazy or too cheap to replace it with a new one. And they decided, hey, you know what? These people will never take this mirror down. We're just going to put one of these flat mirrors up here, zoop, 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 and keep it moving. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, people, I would have never thought that it was possible for somebody to stoop that low and do something like that. But I saw it with my own eyes. That's why I'm giving you the tea on realty. So when you go in houses and you see these mirrors on the bathroom walls that's flat, just had a little photo, zip, if you get your home inspector, you kind of be like, hey, do you mind taking this off the wall for me? Because, it might be a hole back there that I don't know about. I'm just giving you the tea now. I'm just saying. It might not be for all walls, but I've experienced that, and I felt like the person intentionally, they tried to cover that up. So, and then, it happens all the time. And it's not just that simple thing. It could be a lot of other things that people out here hiding from you, and you just don't know. That's why I have an episode about get that home inspection done. It's very important. Get the home inspection done. So, another thing that happens during a transaction or in my world of real estate is I have a customer who goes to errands or Badcocks or Sears or wherever else you can, to rent to own some furniture. They're in the middle of a transaction. They want to get the new furniture. They don't want it to disappear. They want it to be there so when they, close their house, they can put that furniture in the house. And I've absolutely told them in the beginning, hey, don't make no purchases. Don't put nothing on credit. Don't apply for no more credit. Don't do it until after you get them keys. I know I said it. Because it's me. And that's me. But no. They don't listen to you. They go right on ahead and they do that. They open up that new credit. They go to Badcock. Because you know why? The people at Badcock and all of them, they telling you, oh, they ain't going to see this. You can go ahead on. We'll hold it for you. Just put this down. Once they take your money, put your name, your information in the system, that hole going to pop on your credit. No. Listen to your realtor if you have one. If you don't, listen to me. Do not put anything on any credit. Do not apply for any new credit. Don't listen to those people at the furniture store. They don't sell real estate for a living. They don't service your mortgage because a lot of mortgage companies will run your credit the morning of closing. You'll think, oh, I'll do it the night before closing. I'm good. Yeah, play with it. You'll get that one lender or one bank that's going to run your credit at 8:31 a.m. the morning of closing. And your closing is at freaking 10. Then you get a call. I'm getting a call as a realtor, and I got to make that horrible call to the seller. Or if I'm the selling agent, I'm the one realtor in the whole transaction that said, Mr. So and so put like $3,000 worth of stuff on credit. Well, he really got it messed up his debt to DTI ratio, so we're gonna have to push back closing. What? I got to make that call to the seller agent, or if, like I said, if I'm working for, I gotta make that call. I gotta have this conversation with you because now you crying because you did what I told you not to do. I told you not to get that. I told you don't apply for no credit. I told you don't apply for no car. I told you all that. Trust me, I told you that months ago. Don't do it. But you didn't listen to me. So when I give you the T on Realty, that's what I'm giving you, the T on Realty. I want you to know don't do that. So when I go through these scenarios, like I have, this episode was just about things that people say and the things that people do in real estate that you would be surprised with. I have people that's like, hey, I want to buy a house. I'm like, okay, where you working at? Oh, I ain't got no job. Oh, you must be gonna pay cash. Oh no, I want to be a part of that first time home buyers program with no job. Like, are you on vacation? Or you get some fat severance? Are you finna start a new job? Oh, I'm looking for a job, girl. But well, let me just stop you right now because you ain't finna waste my time. You ain't finna have my lender laughing at me because you ain't got no job. So I'm gonna need you to get a job first. Then once you work that job about 3 to 6 months, preferably a year. But 6 months will do for most lenders. 6 months consecutive pay will be all right for you. Then you come back and you say you wouldn't buy a house. But don't come to me talking about you want to buy a house with no job. That's just stuff that you will be surprised that people in real estate that I, as a realtor, have dealt with. People that want to look for a house that don't even have a job. You can't do that. You have to work. You have to have continuous income. Unless you are a millionaire, you have cash money. Because like I say, cash talk, BS walks. Then you'll be all right with that. And you can move forward with buying a house in that manner. So today's podcast was more on the humorous side, like kind of the stuff that you wouldn't think that would happen in real estate that does, the stuff that buyers say or things that sellers do and sellers can say that you'll be like, oh my God. And I've experienced a lot of these scenarios, especially people asking about a house and they have no clue as to where the house is. They just want you to guess for them. So those things happen. So there are some things in real estate that are truly funny, and it's not the person that, their intentions are good, but they don't know. And it makes us laugh as realtors. Some realtors get aggravated. All I do is laugh. I'm very patient. So, when you call me and looking for a house, I'm trying to help you out. I'm like, what street, how you spell that? Is it with a T? Hey, I'm gonna try to help you find out that house. And I'm gonna find out, even if it's say for sale, I'm gonna ask them, do they want to rent? So, with that being said, this episode, like I said, was just about things that happen and are said in real estate. I'm probably going to do another one like this later on because, trust me, there are a lot more things in the world of real estate that people say to us as realtors, that other realtors say to other realtors, that customers say to us realtors, that will have you laughing and have you, checking your head, and things like that. So, what I want to give that idea, nobody, that no question is a crazy question, but sometimes I have to pause even with my questions before I say them. So, also, don't be that person, don't be that person. Try not to be if you can. Be kind of understanding, be reasonable, and for Pete's sakes, listen to the professionals. Listen to us. Most of us know what we're talking about. So real estate is very serious business, and you need to make sure you have all the right people on your team. Pick your team wisely. I mean that. I can't stress that enough. People, pick your team wisely, because if you get the wrong team involved, you can screw up yourself for getting a home that you really truly wanted. You can screw up selling a home that you really need to get sold, or downsizing, or however you feel you need to be. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to ones that's been following me on Facebook. Continue to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, The T on Realty. Keep that in mind. If you have any questions or the topic that you want me to discuss, or you have a funny scenario that happened in a real estate transaction that you want to share with me, please email me at info@thetionrealty.org. If you want to find out more about us and find out what the Tion Realty is all about, you can email us at visit our website, at www.thetionrealty.org. Check out our mission, check out our vision, check out our goals, see what we're doing out here in these streets, because it's real out here. So continue to follow, continue to share. If you want to become a sponsor, we love sponsors, and if you want to become a volunteer, go on our website, once again, www.thetionrealty.org, and fill out one of our forms for donation and or sponsors. And if there's somebody or an organization that you feel would be a good entity for us to sponsor, give us information on that as well, because we do that. Our whole purpose at the Tion Realty is to educate, provide resources, and charitable contributions, and that's what we want to do. And since our platform is a nonprofit organization, we're going to do just that for you. So with that being said, I just want to say, guys, I really appreciate all the love that I get shown out here, and everybody else. We're doing all the things that I look forward to meeting, hopefully, some of you and collaborating with a couple of you through the podcast and everything. And if you're on podcast, you can follow me on Podbean. I'm on every podcast platform you can think of. So if you come to me and you say you don't have this app, I'm on like 7 different podcast apps. So you got at least one of them. So you can follow and listen. And if you miss an episode, a new episode on the podcast comes out every Tuesday at 7:30 on Podbean, and then at 7:50 to 8 o'clock in the morning it shares to all the other ones. So Apple, Alexa, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, all of those entities that we share on. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you all again for tuning in to the Tion Realty. I am so grateful that you guys are listening and taking heed, and I hope that you're learning something every day. I'm going to try to do some more humorous realty talk, in between my serious ones when I get real down and dirty with you guys about real estate, because I'm serious about that. But I do know that there is some fun in real estate. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And you guys have a great rest of your week.